Let us taunt it. It may become so cross that it will make a mistake.
TK-421, why aren't you at your post? TK-421, do you copy?
We'd better not risk another frontal assault. That rabbit's dynamite.
Hello, this is Sir TK, the 421st, leaving my post to bring you a post. Alright everybody, in my last video there, I was talking about weapons on lances and how there wasn't much difference between them, but there actually is. The heavier lances will actually have more ammo capacity than the lighter variants of robots and whatnot, but yeah, I just thought I would mention that. Yeah, so far I'm liking the game. I think it's really fun, and I thought I would talk a little bit about pilots today. Sorry, knights as they're called in game. And so far I've just really been using the Arthur just because, well, I get used to it and I kind of like the orbital strike ability that Arthur has. I haven't really used the ping ability yet, but yeah, I'm sure it would come in handy for various different things. Mostly I use Arthur for, you know, kind of beacon running or whatever and hunting down people and whatnot, but yeah, I kind of like it. I kind of wish I could have a different pilot for each grade of lance and whatnot, from light to super heavy, but well, take what you get type of thing, but yeah, it's pretty cool nonetheless. Next pilot up is Morgan. Morgan would be kind of good for an assassin role, or possibly even taking out, you know, turrets or things like that, maybe sneaking up on a spawn beacon or something like that. And her passive ability here is she can't be detected on radar. The active ability is she turns invisible for 12 seconds. It can be handy for escaping or sneaking in or various other things. Yeah, overall it looks like a fun pilot to use for, say, assassinations or going after, say, turrets so that you can cap a base or something like that. Next up we have Nim, and basically it just, you know, boosts your mech's mobility. Use the active ability, you get a boost to speed and reduction in fuel consumption for 6 seconds on your skim jets. And you can also do a jump mid-air with your lance. I'm guessing it works kind of like a double jump or something like that. I know I'll have to test it out. I haven't really used her yet or anything like that. And next up we have Owain here. Pretty much from what I can tell, this guy would be good for brawling and, you know, going in and taking beacons and stuff like that. His active ability is he will blast all lances and deployables within 60 meters. Does about 675 to 2,250 damage, and it scales with distance. He also has a passive ability which his lance will take 5% less damage per enemy lance within 50 meters. It only stacks up to a 25% defense versus other players, but yeah, it's still defenses nonetheless, and yeah, I think he'd be pretty good for brawling and taking on a few different mechs at a time type of thing.
My time is precious.
And next up we have Gwen. I pretty much think that she'd be best for you know, capping beacons and stuff like that, or taking contested areas and stuff like that, because she's got the shield dome, which gives her a big shield that protects an area for a small amount of time or whatever. And when she's capturing a base or a beacon, I guess, same with supply caches too. She counts as 2 people capturing one, so it works as double speed for capturing stuff. And next up we've got Mordred here. He would make another good assassin. He can teleport to a place up to 130 meters ahead of him, and you can actually return with within about 5 seconds it looks like, of using your ability if you, say, pop into an area that's got a little bit more reds than he thought. And he also has the passive ability of reducing the cooldown on the teleport by about 10 seconds. Like I says, this guy would be handy for assassinations or trying to get into a base to capture a beacon or something like that. Maybe take out a turret or something like that, who knows. We'll have to do some testing with him later. And next up we have K. He's got the active ability of adding fuel to his skim jets. So when you're maneuvering along, skimming and whatnot, he leaves a trail of fire behind him. The fire burns for about 7 seconds and deals 100 damage per second. And I think something like that actually would come in quite handy for taking out turrets and stuff like that. Get up really close and hit your afterburners, fly a circle around the turret type of thing, and it'll continually take damage. And apparently the passive ability keeps people from repairing themselves for about 10 seconds afterwards, so yeah, that could be kind of handy too. I'll have to try them out and stuff. And last but not least, we've got Izzy. Apparently her ability is to create a hologram that can assist in capturing bases and spawn points for about 25 seconds. And it's also usable on supply caches for half duration. In case you haven't figured it out, there are supply caches that drop in the middle of a match. And all you gotta do is walk over to them and stand beside them to collect them. I'm not sure how long you gotta stand beside them. I think it's maybe like 10 seconds or something like that, but yeah, when you do, you get some the green hammers and some coins, I believe, or something like that. Anyway, you get some resources, so yeah, keep an eye out for them on the battlefield. And a passive ability of hers is that she can automatically hack enemy deployables within 50 meters, and hacking takes about 3 seconds, and you must be gotta stay in range the entire time while she's hacking. But if a player drops some turrets or whatever, you can like hack them and they'll turn against their owners type of thing, it sounds like. Yeah, that's pretty much all of the knights and stuff like that. What I think they'd be useful for and stuff like that. I have yet to test some of them and whatnot to see if my theories on what they'd be useful for are correct or not, but yeah, I don't really have too much else to talk about right at the moment, so I think that I will just duck on out and I will bring you some heavily medicated gameplay, so stick around.
Executing beyond stability.
I warned you, but did you listen to me? Oh, no, you knew it all, didn't you? Oh, it's just a harmless little bunny, isn't it?